We're giving you the echo. You have to lock off one of the mics. And good evening, welcome to the Multi-Purpose Sports Center, night number 3. Good evening, Kenta.
Good evening, Jan. Good to be here once again.
Yes, we're here live at the Sports Center for the 2023 BML Basketball League, brought to you by the SBA students at the Montserrat Secondary School. And thus far, for the first 2 nights, we've had quite some interest in basketball right here at the stadium. Tonight is the 3rd night.
Yeah.
This evening's matchup is between the BML Tigers and the BML Rhinos, and I think it's going to be a quite highly contested game this evening.
It should be. The two winning teams from last week's 2 games. We're looking at the Rhinos. No, Rhinos won?
Yes,
Rhinos did win. So I think this is 2 bragging rights to see who's the regular in-season champion. I think this is in-season championship, and then we'll go into the finals on a later day.
Yes. So as you see on the court, we have the starting 5 for the Tigers: Joshua Winspear, Jaquan Lindsay, Destin Allen is back here with us, Najari Lindsay, and Ronaldo Ward for the BML Tigers. And tell us a little bit about the BML Rhinos over there.
BML Rhinos, they have the starting 5 with the John Israel, Oswald Esbury, Lorenzo Irish, Diego Benjamin, and Jamal Willer.
Yes, and thus far, for the first 4.5 minutes of this game, we've definitely seen that the trajectory, the Rhinos have command of the offensive attack thus far, as Mr. Israel has established his presence, scoring a quick 4 points in the beginning of this game. Nevertheless, the Tigers are organizing their offense and trying to make some runs themselves, as you see young Destin soaring for some rebounds and making his presence being felt for some second chance opportunities. That's his 3rd offensive rebound for the night thus far.
Good try there by
yes.
I lost all next to the Rangers, Israel, because good defense by Destin.
Yes, Destin has decided to play quite a bit of intense defense there. As you see, Willa driving, coming to the lane, looking to see if he can get open, go to the basket strong, and Destin collects the rebound and gets it to number 11, who is Jaquan Lindsay, who goes around the back. And he has done a step to get past his defender, but help was there with Diego Benjamin. Israel collects that rebound and is in transition, converting, bringing the score now to 10 points to 4 points.
The lack of communication there by the Tigers. Jaquan didn't realize he was the double team was coming, and he dribbled right into the defender. Here again, making himself a bit of trouble.
He needs to get out of the corner as the shot clock winds down. He brings the ball under the arm of the defender, and it looks like it's going to be a foul call. He'll get a chance to shoot 2 shots from the change track.
I think that's a foul call, and I think Mr. Irish, Lorenzo Irish.
Yes, Lorenzo Irish converts. I want to say special good night to our sponsors, the Bank of Montserrat Limited, who once again have proudly sponsored this exhibition tournament for the development, of course, for the Montserrat Secondary School SBA students. And they have been consistent with this contribution now for the last several years. And it's really, we're seeing an advancement, of course, skills from these youngsters this tournament.
Kudos to the Bank of Montserrat, well done. Long may they continue the relationship with the MSS BML League.
So here we see Diego Benjamin at the half court passing the ball to D'Angelo, who shoots a 3-point shot. But here's Willa collecting the rebound. He's going to put back the ball, but number 2, who looks like Kernan, trying to get the ball. D'Angelo catches the ball, number 5, puts it on the glass and converts. So a set of offensive rebounds / steals and offensive attacks have created a score now of 12-5 in favor of none other than the Rhinos. Here, yes, Diego Benjamin at the half court, he has the ball. He's bringing the ball over the half, guarded by Lindsay for the Tigers, who zips it across the willow at the top of the key. Here's Israel lining up for a 3-pointer. Kenton, what's happening on the glass?
Big rebound there by Destin Allen, but and his overhead pass was a bit off, but no harm, no foul, and I think ball is retained by the Tigers.
Indeed, as you see, young Jaquan Lindsay bringing the ball over the half. He is guarded by D'Angelo for the Rhinos. Ball now in the corner. Now to young Lindsay, who's lining up for a 3-point shot, and Destin gets the ball.
Destin is a menace on the board so far, and he's in this game so far, from my vantage point, he's letting his accuracy top.
Yes.
More so than last week.
Absolutely, outworking the defenders here, collecting the offensive rebound, getting a putback. Here's Israel, who seems to be driving to the lane, same temperament as he had the previous game, as Winston now is in transition. The ball slips away there,
he was looking to take it straight to the hole, but a bit over anxious. But again, Destin Allen giving up a few inches in there to the big boys for the Rhinos, but he's positioning himself and getting a lot of rebounds.
Yes, as you see young Israel trying to get in an offensive rhythm, taking several offensive attempts. First he tried the floater, then he tried a jump shot there inside of the key. But I think he as well needs to get warmed and get some layups in, some layup attempts, and then he'll find a rhythm, then be able to convert a few more offensive points. As we see Lindsay for the Tigers bursting down the middle and floating the ball, hits the back iron. The ball gets to the hands of Willock, who collects the rebound. Diego Benjamin is in transition. He's surrounded by 3 Tiger defenders.
Yeah, good defense.
And the ball now is with Lindsay, who passes it to his brother, number 1, who shoots another 3-pointer. And Joshua Winspear collects on the other side of the wall.
Yes.
And Diego Benjamin gets the ball up the court in transition as Israel has the ball and bounces off the leg of D'Angelo. Yes, D'Angelo is getting the ball bounce off his leg.
She's steam.
Yes.
Yeah, well, come on.
Yes, but if you come home and you well, you see that you got to fight.
Yeah.
It's worth the effort. Yes. At the line now, number 11 for the Tigers, Jaquan Lindsay, he's gonna get a chance to shoot 2 free throws. So he lines up here, takes 2-3 dribbles, bends his knees, flicks his wrist. First shot is good. Well needed free throw there.
Yeah, but they have their own. I think the Rhinos have had the better of the play. But in all that's being said, it's still a 4-point game. And I think they will want to get a more substantial lead following that rhythm that they've had. Just to close the game.
Well, definitely for these types of matchups, I always tell people it's always critical on point management and how you manage your players, their energy, because you see, you have a bench, you realize you're down to the final 2 minutes, it's a good time to bring in some fresh legs and allow them to get some experience. So coach awareness, game management, as well as improve, so we're looking to see these developments from these coaches. And again, it's the SBA, but clearly they have been doing some research. As you see, the bench now, some substitutions maybe called. I don't know if they're
I don't understand this lineup. The Rhinos have the advantage on the board. I think they're lined up incorrectly.
Yes. Yeah. There should be a switch between none other than that's a better matchup there.
Yeah.
But still, as I say, the offensive player should be on the inside.
Yeah.
So here's Diego Benjamin shooting a free throw. And chased down by Diego Benjamin, who gets it to Clark. Diego Benjamin taking a 3-point attempt. And young Joseph number 7 for the Rhinos.
7 is the defender is too small, and in this case he is too small.
Yes, Lorenzo Joseph, offensive rebound and putback.
That's 2 more points than his father ever had. But we'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Good afternoon, Mr. Irish.
Yes, he's in the building.
Yes.
As he's here to see his son play in the league this evening. So another good sign. Now we have substitutions with 1 minute 25 seconds left in this game. In the quarter rather. So 1 minute 25 seconds left in the quarter. Here it is to Lindsay, number 1, who takes a shot. So there's a foul on the winner.
But I'm telling you, one thing with Kingsley has a lot of acties, as we call it, a lot of theatre in his calling his presentation, yes. But yes, from there, from Willock's a big unit. I think he has more skill than people think.
Absolutely, and he has an advantage clearly up there. He's about 6'4" and about 190, between 190 and 200 pounds.
Biggest student on campus. Could quite possibly be between him and Irish, and two of them, luckily for the Rhinos, are on the same team.
Absolutely, but somehow these Tigers are finding ways to get these rebounds off the basket. So here's Willock again getting another rebound, and we have Diego Benjamin driving into the lane, running a bit quickly there, and a charging is called on Diego Benjamin, who was forcing the issue.
I like the fact that he's forcing the issue. In honesty, looking at this squad, they're the bigger squad, and I think they're trying to push their weight around. I don't find anything wrong with that, but it has to be a bit more under control.
Oh yeah. And in a primary break, one would tend to wait to see if there's defenders in your way. And if you see defenders down, the chances are you should pull the ball back and allow some of your big unit players to fall in where you have the natural advantage. So here we see once again the Rhinos have the ball. Diego Benjamin gets it into Israel, who's bringing it over the half. Israel now driving to the 3-point line, and he shuffles his feet there.
But I think Biggs or Willock's screen everybody. It was a solid screen set by
absolutely
by Willock.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, it wasn't being able to utilize by his guard.
So here's Winspear bringing the ball across the half, gets it into Allen, and he does a pass and go. Long time I haven't seen that one here, but they executed it well. Ball hits the iron, rebound to Destin.
Destin is playing massive basketball. He's really probably 6 or 7 rebounds already.
30 seconds left in the game. In the first quarter, the score now 14-12. Tigers losing their patience, but the big ticket is getting that block just now. Good block.
Good hustle from Lindsay, who really push and got caught and got the ball back.
Who gets it now to Willock, but Joshua Winspear going to the basket, and he's blocked by Willock. D'Angelo Benjamin trying to get that nice. Benjamin, what's his name? Diego Benjamin trying to get that ball in transition. Unfortunately, the time ran out. The score at the end of the first quarter.
Again, 14-12. For all the possession and all the good play of the Rhinos. The hustle and the tenacity of the Tigers narrowed the gap to a 2-point deficit. I think right now for the Tigers, in my opinion, it's Destin Allen play and hustle on the board that has them in this game. They've been scrapping the guard, they're relying on the outside shots. That's not important for them. On the other hand, the Rhinos, they're the big units. Last week when he carried on, and with him, Diego and Irish, they put us a big threat and double sides for the Tigers. But I think the game is well set up, and we'll see how things go in the second one.
Absolutely, and I mean, even 2 foul management, not too much fouls were committed at the end of the first quarter. I think that just shows the players have some respect for one another on the court, and they're not really forcing the issue of doing good foul management. So, thus far, I have been very good.
We must say that in last week, in the game was not contested. It was played as sporting environment where they didn't see too much admiration and so forth. And I think this is the best I've seen that we the temperament being right from players and coaches like that.
Well, I definitely share your sentiment there, Kenza. As of course, these players have a lot of exposure to basketball, not only in Montserrat, but of course what's happening regionally, ultimately what's happening in college, and then of course in the NBA. Quite a bit of them are following Montserrat's latest scholarship basketball awardee. This is Jordan Ryan, who is in the Lakers. have quite a bit of influence when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, well, it's important to see that someone from a very own island, he made an extended his career, taking it to the collegiate level. I think he showed what I want to do. That's always good for the younger guys to see.
So then there's several persons who want to say special thanks to. One of them was Montserrat Secondary School and the coaching program, Coach Ken for the coach Montserrat, of course. And then members of the community who want to take a part of it. Special mention to Jabba and now, of course, young Junior First, who would have shared quite a bit of basketball knowledge as they just come out from college. Can not mention Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, who coordinates the sporting activities.
I think anything basketball related, will come under the umbrella. I think they're really pleased to see young guys playing at an organized level. Again, we talked about last week, the difference between the game and an organized game. There's something different, the intensity that's different, the focus, a different type of focus is needed. And I think the more we have these youngsters playing in these mini leagues, mini tournaments, in an organized, but it's better for us in the long run.
And what's coming up on for basketball here on Ireland? Of course, we're looking at in Easter we usually have the Ascendance Camp basketball program. Then in St. Patrick's we traditionally have the DHP Darius and his brothers put on the DHP 3-on-3 tournament that has been going on very well for the last several years.
Yeah.
And then remember, at some point of the year, we'll bring on the youth league or the adult league, and those two leagues are highly competitive. And then, of course, in the Christmas next year, we're looking at another inter-island competition.
Yeah.
So basketball has been played consistently over the last several years, and I think that has room for only good possibilities for these youngsters. And we look forward to seeing female basketball make a return on Ireland, of course. Definitely. Even if it's from the region, some form, shape, or fashion.
Yeah.
So here we have Israel bringing the ball over the half of the Rhinos, and he's passing the ball now to Diego Benjamin. A three-pointer there taken by D'Angelo. Ball is in transition, but the guard is Turner for the Tigers, trying to slow up Benjamin. But here is now in transition. We have Galloway getting the ball back to D'Angelo, and bodies are on the ground as you see Destin having a seat after trying to get a rebound just now. He's working hard on it.
He's working very hard, and I don't think he's got a breather yet. And he looks fresh as a daisy. But
yes, he does. After the first 10 minutes, as you see Jaquan Lindsay lining up for a three-pointer, collects his own rebound. He's going back to the cup. Unfortunately, he goes over the glass, and Kingsley Library, senior referee, calls an out of bounds.
Perhaps anticipating a bump that never came.
Israel driving to the left as he broke into the lane there, guided by three Tiger players, but got a foul on Destin. That's a lucky guy to get a foul on a big player like that.
Yeah. But he's to the line, Israel. I think we're waiting for subs in a little bit.
Yes, substitutions as young Lindsay is signaled to come out of the game, and we'll see first Colonel Keanu checking in. Emerson Kernan checking in.
Keanu is probably home relaxing. But Emerson steps in again. He was on earlier. But I like the fact that the Tigers are rotating the players and trying to keep them as fresh as possible.
And bring some size into the game because they do have some bigger players on the Rhinos. But Tigers have been able to keep up with the pace with some of these athletes here for the Rhinos this evening. So here we have the Tigers. Winspear bringing the ball to the future line in the corner, and Destin collecting the offensive rebound, but he missed the putback.
Yeah.
Here is Israel bringing the ball up the court, trying to dial up a three-pointer, but he is
Another rebound by Allen. Allen, I would love to see the stats at the end of this game. Almost every rebound for the Tigers seems to be that of
he's in the key, waiting, boxing out, finding the biggest player, jumping to the ball. So it's good to have him out there working hard. Here's Joshua Winspear, who's trying to take on Turner, who's guarding, zips the ball down. Israel jumps in the passing lane, steals the ball, adds a little bit of momentum here as he tries to get into the key. And here is number 7.
Well, he couldn't control himself.
Number 7 for the Tigers, none other than Ronaldo Ward. Yes, Ronaldo jumping high and getting that rebound, and he's off in transition as
Diego started from a mile.
Diego Benjamin.
A little too hard off the board.
Jump ball
signal. Yes, it's a bit scrappy under there. And I think the Tigers have to realize that the two big men for the Rhinos are taking a breather in Irish and Willock, and they need to perhaps do what they were trying to do earlier and take the ball to the basket.
Absolutely, as we see Jaquan Lindsay for the Tigers bringing the ball in the half. 8 minutes left in this the second quarter. He launches a free jump shot on the, I can say it's northern side of the gym. And here's Galloway trying to check in on the scoreboard. Misses his free throw. Diego Benjamin dives for the rebound. And Galloway gets the ball, gets it back to Turner, who's just checked in and scored a point there for the Rhinos. So 2-point conversion there for the Rhinos.
The shortest guy on the court, but big heart, probably the biggest heart.
Indeed, and he plays hard. He plays all sports hard. I looked at him when he played rounders. He worked very hard, and of course, even on the basketball court, he's put in quite a bit of work.
Yes, and the staff, the crew, coming out with the wet mark to I think we had some sweat on the court, and you know that could be quite dangerous for players slipping and damaging themselves.
Well, I like the responsibility of the management crew at the game, and they're taking care of our players by taking care of the court. Yeah. Here's Joshua Winspear
again,
who's using that dribble. Yeah. You can use it in some leagues, but when we're playing in this zone, you have to be very careful with your hand hoovering over the ball. Now, if you're hovering and taking a one to go to the basket, that's fine.
That's different, but
once you're going to dribble it again, you
have to dribble,
and once again, a carrying call by Kingsley Liber. He's not making any jokes with these guards this evening. As you see, inbound there by Jaquan Lindsay to Joshua Winspear, number 13 for the Tigers. Now, he told me last week he's going for the MVP of the league, and I have to see how that's a big decision that you're going to make there. But I like the drive to see yourself in that position. Yeah. Here's Diego Benjamin for the Rhinos. Pass it down on the baseline to D'Angelo. And he misses that shot. Diego Benjamin collected the rebound. And he continues to work hard.
Hard, yes. And foul is called.
Yes.
Yeah, and the shot made. So we see now the Rhinos with a smaller lineup pulling away from the Tigers. So it's an 8-point game right now, 20-12, and the Tigers have to be quite careful that this doesn't get away from them too early in the second frame.
Absolutely. So Diego Benjamin has lined up on the free throw. Julius Fergus, former national player, member of the St. Peter's Hilltop team, now performing referee duties, passes the ball to Diego Benjamin. He misses the shot.
Big one.
Israel.
They mean business tonight. 22-12, the 10-point late game right now in favor of the Rhinos.
So here is Joshua Winspear, who is not scared to pull the trigger, and he's Destin is trying to get the rebound. He does get the rebound, takes a shot, a wild shot, and he misses. And Israel collects the ball. He's not scared of attacking the basket. Here's Galloway driving.
Big shot, Galloway.
Well done. And he didn't even need a dribble. He took two in momentum, 2 good steps, and finish it.
was able to convert, and they're playing good basketball. This small lineup is playing very good basketball.
Yes.
Seven gets himself in Ronaldo. He gets himself in good position, but I think his slight frame at the moment is getting him bumped off the ball a little too easily. Maybe by next year he puts on a bit of mass. He's going to be a handful because he gets himself in the right position. I've been watching him for the night. He just needs to get a little more stout in defense, number one, and also while handling the ball.
So yes, we see the Tigers on the outside lining up, trying to get themselves in a offensive position. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in this, the second quarter, and seeing the coaches for both sides trying to counsel their players there. As for the Tigers, we have the core team is coached by Tishwan Charles, who is doing quite a bit of coaching, and usually he'll be in the game, creating an impact, having his presence felt. I remember him from last year, playing some big minutes.
But you see, this is the thing when the fifth formers, and now your role changes in this league, where you, as an SGA student, you do everything except play. And I think it's a different side of the coin that they need to get accustomed to.
But necessary, very, very necessary, as it gives you a glimpse of life.
And get appreciation for what coaches go through, referees go through, referees and so forth. So it's a good thing, and I just some of them might be itching and wishing that they could have been playing, but such is the exercise.
So if you're looking at that game, you're just joining us, you're listening to the Bank of Montserrat Limited MSS League, and we have 3 teams taking part thus far. Here we have, before you this evening, the BML Tigers taking on the BML Rhinos.
Another rebound.
Big rebound there by Destin Allen.
I mean, Destin is putting in a shift. And he's trying to single-handedly keep his team in
Yes, so this clock now ticking down, it's 6 minutes 20 seconds, as my comrade Kenton has said. And here it is, Destin playing some great minutes for the Tigers. Big 1-2 going to the lane by Joshua Winspear. But who was there to collect those rebounds and put back? None other than Destin Allen.
And it shows hustle because he's getting back down, following the ball handler, and he's without him right now. I don't think Tigers will be anywhere close in this game.
But Israel, despite whatever is happening, he stays focused.
Yeah.
Now here it is, 5 quick points, as there was a quick series of turnovers there by the Rhinos, and they capitalized.
Yeah.
But Israel is staying focused.
Yeah.
He is definitely getting the ball down to Galloway. Galloway bounces the ball off of his back, who gets it to Turner, and Turner throws the ball.
Turner isn't shy.
Here's Joshua Winspear, who's pulling up the shot in transition.
And rhythm.
He had 3 defenders around him. Instead of going and getting that foul, he decided to take a jump shot at the short corner, which is basketball.
Yeah.
Yes, so here's D'Angelo driving on the wing, floats the ball, and Destin collects the rebound, gets it to Joshua. 2 guards on the wings are in transition. He's going all the way.
Joshua is he's feeling it now. And that's sometimes, why does that happen? Where you take a shot, you've been missing your shots all night and you hit one, and all of a sudden you just have it going.
It comes into muscle memory and doing what your body feels comfortable doing. And you see now the score now 21-22 in favor of the Rhinos. Here is Jaquan Lindsay lining up for a 3-point shot.
That would have been big.
I know my friend Jolene Mead is over there in Gerald's Drummond's making herself loud and proud because these boys are down here representing.
Oh yeah.
As D'Angelo collects his rebound, and here comes the red team, the Rhinos, still holding off the run of the Tigers. But the Tigers are not going to back up. They are
the Tigers have clawed their way back into the game. Just a big hustle by Destin Allen and Joshua Winspear making some timely baskets. Rhinos, I think they're giving their 2 bigs a real prolonged rest on the bench.
And it's good rest too.
Well, I think defensively, in terms of perimeter defense, they're a bit sharper with a small unit. A bit wanting under the basket with just D'Angelo, Diego down there with Israel trying to do the big man work. But I think the young Turner and others are both playing good
minutes,
good perimeter defense.
And now we have the end of that timeout as Kingsley Library is trying to have a conversation with the scoring table just to make sure that they're keeping everything right and tight over there.
But I think over there now, this week we have the president.
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore Williams there assisting on the bench with the statistics work.
Statistics. So yes, we welcome our president. He is the actual current president for the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, and he's here this evening to give back to the community once again. So here we see none other than Joshua Winspear driving there, missing.
Guess who?
Castellan is there, and he collects that rebound. So here is D'Angelo getting the ball over to Diego Benjamin. Diego's going to drive, look for an opportunity, gets his own rebound. He's guarded by two Tigers, but he's pivoting, looking for an open man. Zips it in the middle of the lane. Here's Clark, who launches a three.
Was he fouled on the shot?
He was fouled by Lindsay, number 1, who is Najari Lindsay.
Would it be, what's it called? The shooting foul, yes. And he'll be shooting 3, it looks like.
Yes, you get a chance to shoot 3 free throws as a result of a foul committed there. And it could happen to anybody, but we try to tell our players, do your best not to foul the 3-point shooters, because it could work out bad where you get three free opportunities to score from a free throw.
And we call it charity stripe because it's supposed to be freebies. But I think one of the lacking things I see when I come here and watch you play, they don't work on the free throws as often as they should.
Well, let's see what happens here as Clark, I think, takes the first one, he misses. I see he's improved on the second one.
Yeah, made the adjustment. Can he get at least 2/3 of the opportunities here on the strike?
The Rhinos now 25 and 23.
Good shot.
So 2 out of 3, not bad at all there for young Clark. Wearing the number 9 jersey for the Rhinos, and he's tagged, I think, a substitution there, good substitution.
Irish back in.
As somebody on the bench is listening to your commentary, and they brought back in young Irish. So here is Joshua Winspear, jump stop to the lane, clear shot attempt, but he missed. Israel in transition, trying to get a layup.
Yeah. And every time the Tigers make a move towards the Rhinos edge away again, and it's a 5-point game.
Yes, a game of runs, definitely. Tigers had an opportunity to pass them just now. Pass back on the baseline there, but the ball is a little bit short. Diego Benjamin skies the ball to Turner. Here's Israel, who's going to go hard to the cup. And young Lindsay, Jaquan Lindsay that is, collects the rebound. Gets it to Winspear, who takes a shot. And there's D'Angelo trying to get it off the half, but here's number 6. Mendez checks in, and Dexter gets the rebound for the Tigers.
Passes it to Joshua Winspear.
Now they cut that run.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue to try to cut the momentum. The Rhinos are playing with speed and accuracy.
Yeah. And I think Israel now wants to take advantage.
Speaking of,
he wants to take control of the game, and he stepped across and lined up a 3-pointer, and lead is back up to 6. Yeah.
So yes, Rhinos now with a score of 31, Tigers with a score of 25. Here's Jaquan Lindsay floating the ball, misses, gets it to Diego Benjamin. Catch by Israel in the open court, and he's a little bit too strong, mits it, gets the offensive rebound, and he collects.
Yes, he's a bit tough. He's not a little pushover.
Definitely not. So here we have Najari Lindsay gets it to Joshua Winspear. who is shooting off the backboard from the middle of the lane. 2 points good there for none other than Joshua Winspear. Diego Benjamin very easily bringing it over the half. No defenses on him. Yeah. He's at the top of the 3-point line. They have to be very careful as they settle into the final minutes of the half. Here Joshua Winspear trying to get it through, but Benjamin steals the ball, and in transition we have none other than Mr. Israel, number 4 for the Rhinos, and somebody needs to cut this momentum as you see them getting into a routine.
The defensive lapses there just now, initially in the series before with the sequence before with Young Mendes.
Bounce pass there.
Right for his hands. So a bit too hot for the youngster. Full control of that the pass. But it was a good idea. If he could have collected it, it would have been an easy, or should have been an easy conversion.
The intent was good.
Yeah.
No, but Mendes joining the game at this pace of the game would have to get himself into that frame of mind to receive a pass that hot.
Yeah.
So with about 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, you're just joining us. You're listening to the commentary at the Multipurpose Sports Center. We have the BML 2023 MSS League. This game is the BML Tigers versus the BML Rhinos. The score, 35 for the BML Rhinos and 27 for the BML Tigers.
I see the coach for the BML Rhinos making a quick pit stop to see my little brother over there on the bench underneath the scoreboard. I think he's so comfortable with what's happening, he's able to come and quickly check in.
Yes, and that is by the window, right by the scorer's table. So mom and dad are here to support the coach and his team, and that's always very good. I will see young Brown heading back over to his bench, and he has managed the team very well.
Very well. Under control, getting things done. Like especially the game last week, I think he managed it perfectly in terms of resting his players, rotating his players at the right time, and so forth.
So yes, we have a whistle here, as you see.
Well, I think the shot clock on the scoreboard has malfunction. It's off at the moment, so I think they're going to try and reboot it, and hopefully we'll be back on.
Yes, the shot clock seems to be off at the moment, and the team get a chance to talk it over.
The shot clock and the scoreboard seem to have blanked out. So we'll hopefully something that could be quickly resolved. We see Joshua Winspear, speaking with his teammates under the basket here at the what end is what? Do we need to name the ends? We don't name ends in basketball.
Ends.
Yeah, like the Malcolm Marshall and the Michael Holding end. This
it is possible.
The eastern end and we said western end.
It is possible to create that environment here. But of course, it just depends on who is the name of everybody. Are we putting the facility under separate management unit? And these are the type of things we can happen, or we will just not the right structure. So the maintenance point is done there.
And like you said, but I think more reminders to be put up on who we are. Look at my wall, with the wall, one basketball association, and one is playing here. Like the home, yeah.
And that makes a big difference.
It's a big I'm used. You feel that it's sterile.
Yes.
But the homely in terms of this is my home. This is where model crafts it's game. I'm going to see a model banner. I'm going to see maybe back of Montserrat. You see several banners there under the scoreboards we've been for a while. You see more of that. Maybe local businesses advertising their stuff here as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, set up some spaces and you could rent out the spaces
So quite a bit of branding and facility development can happen, of course, and we look forward to the future development of the facility. Right now, the custodians for the building, the Montserrat Sports Department, and the Ministry of Education, who are definitely trying. I mean, it's not easy to manage all these sporting facilities
and to maintain them.
But they have allowed us to be able to use this venue this evening, and we are thankful.
Very thankful.
So here we have the Rhinos bringing the ball over the half. And Israel dialing up another three-pointer. Hits the back iron and it goes in. The shooter bounce is working for him this evening. Second three, coming right out of that break.
That's an 11-point game.
He's now widening the gap between the two teams.
Again, Winspear getting caught with the over, carrying the ball. And I think Kingsley, they'll pull him aside and do a bit of coaching. Refereeing and coaching. That's
that's his style.
I like it. I love it.
He always takes the opportunity to show players the evolution of
and
making himself do better.
And sometimes you don't see yourself, can't see a video of yourself after the game, but it's good to get live
feedback, of course. So here's Israel guarded by young Lindsay, Jajari, who's not scared to guard him. Turner waiting patiently to drive that one in and a 2-point jump shot.
Turner ain't playing. Turner. His size might be small, but his heart is real big.
So who has the ball now? Joshua Winspear on the free throw line, on the baseline it looks like. Who tries to get a skip pass across. Diego Benjamin picks it off. Israel is going to go all the way. He collects his offensive rebound, hits the back iron, misses, and the ball now with none other than Lindsay, who's going up the court. And he's going to pass down to Joshua Winspear, pump fakes, goes to the baseline, 2-point conversion, good.
Watching Diego has fantastic anticipation skills. He's able to anticipate the play beforehand, especially on the defensive end. And I've seen him doing more than once. Big block there.
Blocked there by none other than Kernan. And the ball is stripped by Israel, not giving up on the play. And he converts 2 points for the Rhinos, bringing the score now to 42-29.
But Diego has some off the ball skills. And maybe next half we could talk about what's so important about having off the ball skills.
Absolutely. As you see Joshua Winspear trying to go to the basket and converting. Destin collects that ball. Kingsley Library observing.
And the clock was kept moving.
Yes.
But only about 3.7 seconds left.
I think they might go back to 5 seconds. Or they've stopped the clock 3 seconds. And the ball in. End of the half. A shot. A pass there trying to get to Turner. Unfortunately he couldn't get it. And the score at the end of the half, 42-31 in favor of the Rhinos. Yes, as we bring you the second half of the BML Game 3 here at the Multipurpose Sports Center. The score now 49 for the BML Rhinos and 31 for the BML Tigers. Kenton, what do you think about the first few minutes here of the second half, the third quarter of this game?
Well, the Rhinos came out charging, full charge, and the Tigers are still on the back foot. They don't know what has hit them so far, but we've seen Israel and Benjamin take over the game for the Rhinos.
Absolutely, Kenton. Coming out of the second half, I think the halftime conversation by the coach and his players was definitely to make the Tigers feel your presence.
Yeah, and they've certainly done that. Benjamin, as we spoke about earlier, and his off-the-ball skills are fantastic.
So here we see in transition, young Lindsay gets the ball back, but the ball is a little bit hot, and steal there by number 2 as D'Angelo collects the ball, he converts. I know his mom and his aunt are in the crowd, and they're happy to see his growth here in basketball and how he's playing.
Yeah.
Here is none other than Joshua Winspear.
Driving to the hole and getting fouled, missing the shot. I think they gave the score to the wrong team. It should be 51-31, but 20 point should be a 20-point lead right now for the Rhinos. But someone has to do something quickly for the Tigers, or this will get way out of hand.
Indeed, I see the coach for the Tigers trying his best, young Charles, to motivate his players on the sideline who are observing what's happening. And we see Joshua Winspear at the free throw line leading from the front.
Yeah.
Not putting his head down, he's pushing the issue, trying to get some fouls. Score has been corrected.
Has been corrected. Well, I think there's a bit of a mix-up here.
But 2-point conversion for the Tigers, nevertheless. As Israel, he's playing angles. He turns his body to the right, then he turns his angle to the left, changes his body posture, and attacks the seams.
And without picking up his dribble. And I think that is fantastic to see. He has a lot of confidence. From the first time I've seen him down here practicing and playing pickup basketball, he's not short of confidence. And his skill level is actually elevating as he gets older.
So here we have young Benjamin going to the cup, driving the issue. Joshua Winspear chasing down that rebound, bringing it up the court. Jump stop on the baseline, ball bounces off of his leg, and the referee's signal ball will belong to the BML Rhinos at this time.
But I think Joshua Winspear was trying to force the issue and trying to take charge of the situation, and rightfully so, because they find themselves in a big hole.
So the table officials are now resetting, recalibrating the score. They're counting up, checking off, making sure everything is right. You can just joining us online. You're looking at us on Live Island Events. We are here in Little Bay Festival City, getting ready, going into the Christmas time, Kenton.
Yeah, Christmas time, and we see them setting up the stage.
Yes,
there's a signal that Christmas and the festive season is upon us. It's that time you can kind of feel it in the atmosphere as well. There's a slight chill that has been descending on us in the evening, but we're ready for it. I think I prefer this season to what we experienced maybe 2 months ago. It was scorching hot here in Montserrat, and the weather was beyond balmy. It was unbearable at times, so I'm looking forward to a little coolness.
And a spirit of hope comes in this time of the year.
Always.
As persons get to see family members and spend time with family that sometimes they would not have spent time with for probably 11 or even 11 months or longer than that.
Yeah.
So it's always good to see friends and family come home and bring some good wishes. And of course to take part in the festival activities.
Well, when you look at what happened last year with a lot of cancellations for whatever reason, this year we're anticipating that these people will be here and they'll come home, and sometimes they come to school in jets. I think we see a different demographic of persons coming in for Christmas compared to that of St. Patrick's. I think the individuals who usually come home for Christmas come home to the more wholesome style, family connections, maybe school and village reunions as well. So it's a beautiful time, one of my favorite times of the year, and I know my children are looking forward to it for other reasons. And yours and that, you know about it.
You know how it goes at this time of the year. So here we see the Rhinos still using a bit of strategy as Israel left that ball, go all the way to the half court. Benjamin with his quick hands gets a steal. And he has about 10 steals now for the Rhinos, and he's definitely chipping away as the score now 51 to 53 to 33 in favor of the Rhinos.
Yeah. But I think the body language for the Tigers is poor, but you could see why they're struggling and falling behind by 20. But they have to now take it in stages. How do you tear down this 20-point deficit? You got to make mini runs. You got to make runs. And defensive stops.
It's just about life as well and how you look at life. What happens here on the court is almost the same that what can happen to you in life. You must be able to roll with the punches and build up your reserve and still decide to wake up in the morning, get yourself ready and go out despite the challenges that are there.
Because you got to never give in. I think you must remember who we are in Montserrat. Maybe this younger generation didn't go through what we went through and have to just pick up pieces and establish yourself on a number of times. But it's in the DNA that Montserrat never say die.
Absolutely, and D'Angelo Benjamin giving and going, and he's doing that very well. I like the patience he's using the offense and to look at the court and see how he's once again in time in stealing the ball via in transition as they try to bring the ball up the court, and he's doing that.
As we said earlier, a bit slight in the frame, but that changes so quickly. Generally.
Steal by young Lindsay, who converts 2 points, and let's see what happens here. They're chipping down as Israel tries to bring the ball over the half. He's guarded by none other than Jaquan Lindsay. Israel takes a long three, hits the side of the iron, and the ball goes down to the Tigers, BML Tigers at this time.
Yes, and Rhinos resting on the laurels, with Coach Brown bringing in 2 fresh legs, making sure that he's keeping his rotation going, even though they have this sizable lead. Absolutely.
So fresh legs here as Turner has checked in. He's on Lindsay. Lindsay drives to the basket, gets it to Dester, and here's Ward. Offensive rebound, finding his way and getting the putback. 2-point conversion. Here comes Israel for the Rhinos. BML Rhinos bring it over the half. He's guarded by none other than Jaquan Lindsay, who is staying on the ball. Israel stripping that ball across to Diego Benjamin, who will shoot short. But here is Lindsay Najari getting the ball off the glass, using a lot of English, but he doesn't convert.
Benjamin hustling back, and good to see three Rhinos charging, rampaging, stampeding back to defend. But Najari, he kept his cool, got to the basket, was fouled, nearly converted, but came up with shots.
What I like, no matter what pressure the young men are under, they don't seem to be flustered.
No.
So even though the Rhinos were stampeding, chasing behind him in transition, he never pulled up the dribble, he never seemed concerned or worried. He knew he had one intention, was to get that shot up. And he collects his own rebound, bounces it to Destin, and Destin is fouled by Diego Benjamin with 10.
We're interested to know how many fouls Diego has. I think I counted at least 3 so far, but we'll watch and see. And that could be a telling point in this game, or changing point, because the way he's
it looks like he has 5 fouls. He's checked out. He's done play for the day. And Diego has committed his 5th foul. Great run he had this game.
Yes,
but he will enjoy the rest of it from the side. He put in the beginning of the majority of the work. As Destin lines up for a jump shot, free throw shot rather, misses the first one.
They're having problems lining up again, but and you know what's happening with the pink jerseys
as it gets wet, it becomes red.
Yeah, that's I guess to be a bit confusing.
As you see,
big
shot there by Joshua Winspear. And Lindsay playing some defense on Israel. Very close. Israel's going to go to the free throw line. Find his spot.
Yeah. Puts it into that run. And pushes it back up to the 13-point lead.
So here's Destin to Joshua, who floats that ball. Israel collects the offensive rebound, launches it down to Turner. And Najari Lindsay collects the rebound. He's going to bring it up in transition. Passes the ball up the side, but it's flipped out of bounds by Clark.
Yeah.
Clark doing the wise thing, giving his defenders a chance to get back in the play, catch their breath. Inbound here by the Tigers. Here's Joshua Winspear lining up for a three-pointer. Inside I am. Israel, number 4, zips it down the court, but Jeremiah Lindsay collects the ball and goes for the layup drill, 2-point conversion.
And we're already seeing the effects of not having Benjamin and Diego.
5 seconds call there on the Rhinos. Here come the Tigers.
Tigers are sensing with the bus, smelling with the blood. It's an 11-point game. They've turned it down from a 20-point lead, and then now it's an 11-point lead for the Rhinos. And I think the loss of Diego could be massive in this game.
The Tigers have done a similar feat in the game against the Eagles, where the Eagles were up for the first quarter, pretty much majority of the second quarter, and going into the third quarter, the Tigers found that second gear or third gear, similar to Mushigashi, and found a way to win.
Kudos to the team. Was it
Mushigashi?
The one who Dillian Piper.
Well done, the team
country well, kudos to him. But yes, here in this game, the game has had a bit of ebbs and flow, and we're seeing momentum shifting left, shifting right. But I think I'm sensing there could be a change in the tide, especially with Benjamin. They don't have to refocus, reorder themselves. He was, I think, the engine behind
the defense.
Yeah. So can they now reorganize themselves and get going? I think they now bring in Big Villa.
And of course the Tigers still very composed. Despite climbing out of a 20-point hole, they don't clear. They have 10 points in here, 11-point difference. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. They're in striking range.
A lot of time.
Striking range of what they want to achieve, which is an upset here. The Rhinos too have the ability, have the skill set to finish this game, and I think it's just going to be left up to the heart. As we see Destin gets it to Lindsay. A long three-pointer there, hits the side iron. Israel brings the ball up the sidelines. Will he cross over? Yes. Crossover back and forth on young Lindsay, who reaches.
And it's
foul there on number 1, Najari Lindsay. Ball is now going to be on the sidebar here. Ball remains with the Rhinos.
Yeah. I think Lindsay bailed him out there with a foul.
Here's D'Angelo passing to Israel at the top of the key. Israel floats it down to D'Angelo, who's on the 3-point line, and Destin collects the rebound. Here's Lindsay taking a 1-2, and he's fouled. And 2-point conversion.
And one, and it's now a 9-point game.
Yes.
They're inching back in the Tigers, like I said, clawing their way back in.
Oh yes, clawing their way, and there's a lot of time. If he makes the free throw, 3 points the hard way, the old school way.
Yeah.
So never know what's going to happen here. If it's an offensive rebound and a putback, that's even a plus points as well for them there. So Tigers definitely showing a bit of character, staying true to their name, and definitely waiting patiently to see how they can capitalize on this, the offensive opportunity.
Again,
free throw good, 3-point conversion, 8-point game, and guess what? The Tigers are now in the bonus. So here is Lindsay guarding Israel, who's spinning through the lane, who's floating the ball. Missed there by Winspear, but he collects the rebound. Bounce pass to Lindsay, 1-2. And D'Angelo collects that rebound. But Lindsay saves his brother and tries to get a shot, but he sees the size of Willock and cannot get that ball. As you see D'Angelo trying his best to get up the court, missed there. And here come the Tigers, 3-on-1. They bounce the pass down to none other than young Lindsay, and he converts, playing within rhythm. 2 points.
2 points. And this bench rest, someone is hurt. I didn't spot that. We were following the action here on the eastern end, the commentary both end. Israel is down and looks in
a bit of pain there, as they're going to call the physio to see if they can get somebody to help. And I think at this point our official will leave the broadcast booth and head down to courtside. Kenton Weeks, physiotherapist, and I have gone down check out what the action on the court is and what's happening with our player. We see young Israel there, who definitely is playing hard for the first half of this game. Had a slight collision at the bottom of the court, and now he is injured. Kenton is going to definitely walk down and see how best to assist. So the score, 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 57 for the Rhinos, 51 for the BML Tigers. This league is brought to you in production with the Montserrat Secondary School 5th Form SBA presentation and is sponsored by the Bank of Montserrat Limited. Welcome back to the broadcast down here at the Multi-Purpose Sports Center. As you're joining us this evening of the third game of the BML MSS League. The third quarter, the score now 57 for the BML Rhinos and 51 for the BML Tigers. Here's Israel wearing the number 4 for the Rhinos. Pass it down to D'Angelo Samuels, who's trying to get a shot there, misses, gets his own rebound. A rebound there by Willock, who goes up, and the ball, 2 points.
Too big. Yeah, he shows who he is right there. He's the force in the middle, and that's Mr. Willock, and he must need a 2-point conversion for the Rhinos
to break that run of the Tigers. So here is Nijari. Jepon. Lindsay gets it to Winspear. He's the back line. Here's Ward. Ward is blocked there by Willock. And here again is none other than Lindsay working hard on the glass, trying to get the ball back in the basket. Israel trying to get the ball in the hole in transition, and he misses as well. They're wrapped up for a jump ball under the basket.
And they're waiting for the call, waiting for the call. Second remains with the Rhinos.
Well,
up by 20, he's the same midfield character.
Second shot, hits the back iron. Rebound the officials award the ball to the Rhinos, and the Tigers run back on defense. As Willa collects the ball from Israel, puts it back in the hands of his point guard. Israel brings it over the half. Here is Rinspear, Joshua Rinspear guarding Israel, but the ball hitting the under of the backboard. Ball will go to none other than the Tigers, and we have a little bit of traveling there by Destin, who caught the ball and went back up and came back down with the ball. A good try. I see what the guy was trying to create. Unfortunately, it just did not work out to his plans.
Are we having a sub? Any more subs?
I have some timeouts here with 1 minute 19 seconds left in the third quarter. 59 to 53 in favor of the Rhinos, and you realize the energy for both teams has been almost tapped. Because you will see that some critical players had to be placed on the bench due to fouls. Diego Benjamin was one that was getting quite a bit of steals.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he impressed me tonight. Maybe a bit too gung-ho, so to speak. Hence the reason he got fouled out. But I like the aggression. I prefer it to be over-aggressive than to be too passive. I think maybe two coach Brown's chart, he should have probably been monitoring the fouls a bit more. But again, it's a learning process for him as well. But losing Diego so early in the third quarter
has an impact.
Big impact.
Because we see now with approximately 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the game, in the quarter rather, the score now 59 to 53, and definitely the Tigers have pulled themselves up from a 20-point deficit.
And this is the danger and the hard part of coming back from 20. Sometimes you climb back down the 3 and you expect so much energy that you have nothing else to give to get over the final hump to overcome the full deficit. But still a lot of time left in this game in general, and a lot can happen between now and then.
So here we see Israel, number 4 for the Rhinos, bringing the ball up. He's guarded by young Lindsay. Lindsay is guarded him. Israel spinning through the lane. Ball bounces off his foot, and a foul call there by senior official Mr. George Green.
Yeah. But my issue with the guarding and the defense played on Israel, he's left-handed and they're forcing him to his left. I think they need. I mean, the usual thing is force him to his left. I think they're missing a trick. They should be forcing him the other way.
They should be forcing him the other way. And that's a very good observation, Kenton. I can tell that you have studied the game quite a bit, and just sports in general. But some things go across the table for all sports. Right-handers must be pushed to the left, and the left-handers opposite
to the right.
To the right.
But I think a quick adjustment could be made if spotted. But so far, all the defenders on Israel have been saying, "Hey, you go to the left."
So 2 shots taken there. Rebound by young Kernan, who Lindsay gets the ball and he's going to try a flow pass, get it off the glass. Here's Destin trying to get the ball and will not create that rebound. Number 1 for the Rhinos. It's Kernan
trying to
make his impact here.
Pulling a Benjamin there, but unfortunately he wasn't able to control it. But at least he slowed down the transition of the Rhinos.
50 seconds here left in this, the third quarter, and he's going to get a hand check on none other than Mr. Lindsay.
And they have to now monitor how many fouls Jack One has. Because if Tigers lose Jack One, that's it as well. It could be lights out, because he is instrumental. He's a major ball handler and scorer, and they must be mindful. I know they want to play tough defense, but he has to be a bit smarter at this time.
With 46 seconds left, I think it's a bonus situation So you'll see young Israel line up for 2 shots. And on the first attempt, the first shot hit the front iron and bounced off the rim. And on the second attempt, hit the backboard. Ball awarded to the Tigers. Score 59-53. 43 seconds here left. Inbound to Destin. Destin gets it to Winsfield. Joshua Winsfield, who's going all the way to the cup, converts for the 2 points.
Big basket by Joshua. 35 seconds left, and it's 4-point game and in favor of the Rhinos.
So here is Lindsay guarding Israel. Israel floats the ball and it's short.
Doesn't want to go to Israel. I don't think he wants to go to Israel.
Shot clock is now turned off. 24 seconds remaining. Here is the ball up to Destin.
Too high. I know he's a great athlete, but that's asking him with too much of Destin. And errant pass there by Winston.
These are the technical fundamental things that can happen.
Is he okay?
Yes, he's tumbled and he's okay. He's up and at it already.
The medical staff
medical staff ready to chip in and checking on him, but
this year I'm noticing that they don't run on the court. Last year, maybe not too. I don't understand how in sports go. You have to wait until the referee call before you run on the court. But last year they were so eager.
And the protocol really is depending on the level of injury.
You
allow them to come off the field.
Yeah.
And you will notice in the NBA and in college when injuries take place.
But sometimes when you see a player go down, the weight goes down, you don't wait. You get going, you get in there because you're thinking about life and death.
Yeah, definitely, depending on the level of injury. So here we have inbound and another turnover.
Another pass by Joshua. I think a bit too antsy, and they're giving Israel and the Rhinos another chance. Can they get this thing? 5 seconds, 4.
Israel getting free, getting the ball down to
1. Big shot by massive shot, and really hurt the efforts of the Tigers there. They were finding their way back in, and they were getting as close to maybe 3 or 4. Was that big shot at the end due to a turnover by Winspear? The score is an 8-point lead for Rhinos, 63. Tigers 55.
Absolutely, Kenton, and we still have 1 quarter of basketball here left in this, the 3rd night. The Bank of Montserrat League, sponsored by the government of Montserrat, of course, and the MSS, coordinating the SDA class of 5th form. I want to say a special good night to Coach Kenford and of course Coach Julius, who have prepared the young men and women for this grand display of their talents. We really are pleased with the level of coordination and organization by the organizing committee. So we say thanks to them all, and it looks like we're going to have about 15 seconds before we get back to the 4th quarter as we conclude this, the 3rd night of basketball. And this was the in-season tournament where we have the Rhinos undefeated taking on the Tigers undefeated before we get to the actual championship match, which will be on the 30th. So if you're looking on the live stream and you're wondering when the championship will be, the championship match will definitely be on the 30th of November, right here at the Multipurpose Sports Center. There will be no 3rd place game. The loser of tonight's game will get the 3rd place trophy. And then tomorrow on the 30th will be the championship match.
And so it's boiling down. It's a short tournament. The game is an SBA project. Can't have it too long. They have to now sit down and write up all their findings and so forth.
Observations and the tasks that they have to take on. So it's going to be a pretty good report when this is all said and done. But nevertheless, 10 minutes here, 4th quarter. Parents are starting to walk in and they're here for the final hurrah of this game, the 3rd place championship. as you see Israel getting the ball there from Clark, and he's going over the half. Joshua Winspear guarding Israel. Screen there by Galloway. Hands wide as Big Willock gets the ball, but he's challenged. Destin is on the ground trying to get the ball, but Willock chases it down.
Najari made a business decision, and I think he made the right decision in the end.
Absolutely. As Israel spins through the lane, Destin collects the rebound, and here comes Kirk Lindsay, who gets into Joshua Winspear, and he's blocked. All ball. Clean.
So good defense by the big guys. The big guys weren't having any of that. And
well supported there by Israel as he came over the top to ensure that no points were scored. But Destin, right place, right time. Scores 2 points comfortably on the inbound players now, bringing the score down to 57-63 with the ball in the hands of the guy, Israel.
Big shot. Top of the key, 3-pointer agenda.
That's about 3-pointer there. Points conversion is good, and Israel secures a 9-point lead for his team with about 9 minutes left in this game. Here is none other than Joshua Winspear.
So we've seen the impact of Willock. He's the biggest unit out there. He's a bit tight, hands on hips, but he's doing a job for the Rhinos. He's defending the key quite well and intimidating would-be ball handlers.
Yes, but Israel is not scared to bring the ball, and he's coming to life here in the fourth quarter. This is his time to shine. He knows when to show up and make his presence felt. Here's Joshua Winspear with the ball, guarded by number 6, who's one of the better defenders for his team. And here is none other. Willock collecting the ball, gets it to Israel. Israel takes a nice attack to the basket, 1-2. He needs to get up as the Tigers make a big bucket there by Willock.
Not having any of that. Israel trying to hit this one. Oh, that would have been nice out. But Rhino getting the rebound.
Yeah, getting it back to Israel, who goes with his right hand on the left side. Israel with a style to finish the basket. And 2-point conversion, scored on 70-57 in favor of the Rhinos.
Pulling away again.
Joshua Winspear bringing the ball to the top of the key. 2-point conversion.
Tell him big size small. I don't think he's that small, Joshua. I think just having a bit of fun there.
Having a bit of fun there. As you see Destin charging to the sideline and getting his hands on the ball. The timeout call there by the BML Tigers. Strategic. 7 minutes and 48 seconds. Good time.
Good time out. It's an 11-point game. The Rhinos having a mini run of their own, and Trojan, who went down quite heavily there in the third quarter, he's recovered sufficiently, and he's pulling up all pace. He's leading his team home in this game so far in the fourth quarter.
Interesting lineup this evening, as you see that young Willock checked in there after getting some well-deserved rest, and he has come to life in the fourth quarter. Even though they have lost the swift hands of Diego Benjamin, they still have the big man under the basket to protect. And I think that's one anchor that they can all lean on.
Nice take ball, definitely. And he's taking up a lot of space. He's that high, long arms, good girl. I think he's a prototypical 1990s, 1980s big man.
Yes.
I don't think he's a stretch 5. Is he a stretch 5? He doesn't look like a stretch 5.
The stretch 5 is a position that has been created over the last 10-15 years. I stick to the traditional forms of the game with the traditional center and power forward. But whatever works for these teams going forward.
The stretch 5, for the listening, what's a stretch 5?
The stretch 5 is a big man that can shoot the 3 ball.
And draw the defender out of the key. You must respect him. You gotta respect him because he has a good shot. And that's where the game is going. That Joker guy from
he started out with Dirk, and then he moved on transition to KD. So here is Israel dribbling the ball with one hand. gets into big Willa, who has post moves and is going into the post, collects his ball, passes it back out to Israel. The pump fakes, guarded by young Lindsay, takes on 2 defenders, and the ball goes now down to the Tigers.
But Big, I keep calling him Big, that's his name.
Mendel collects the ball in transition, who's guided by D'Angelo, who is making faces trying to get him out of his comfort zone. And Joshua Winsper collects the ball and tries to float it. But here is Irish. Oh, and he's down on top of Izzy Mendez, and he hasn't recovered yet. One has not got back up on the court yet. And conversion is good for the Rhinos. One man is down there, Kenton, under the basket, and he has not moved a muscle since he Irish rolled over him.
I don't think that was a pleasant roll, but looking to see, it looks like he may have got a little bit knocked out of him.
He may have got a little bit knocked out of him. I like that. 72 for the BML Rhinos, 59 for the Tigers. And he gets up, Ward gets up. He's a fighter. He has fought all evening, and I know he'll be back to contribute because he's not going on without a fight.
He's been fighting amongst giants for the whole night. When it was Diego Benjamin, was it Willock, was it Irish, and I think that fall of Irish, which he cushioned.
Yes.
Unfortunately, may have to squeeze the wind out of him, so to speak.
I know he'll be back because he has been one of the offensive-minded big men for the Tigers, and he has played quite a bit of defense, getting steals and so on. So he will be missed, but I think they're going to check him with some fresh legs here as Joshua zips it down to Lindsay, lines up for a 3, hits the side iron, Destin tips it back in. Destin is still causing havoc.
Oh, big shot, big defense, good defense there by D'Angelo, Samuel number 5, and I think the defensive energy of Willock is transferring to his team members.
But he has to be careful because even on the foul, we don't want him to start fouling on the game because he has committed quite a few fouls thus far. And Lindsay being very crafty. He used the shot attempt and then used his body to get in the lane and still was able to make that contact, initiate that contact.
Yes.
Before the ball leaves his possession.
Yeah.
So very good play there by young Lindsay. He's now at the cherry stripe, gets a chance to shoot 2 shots.
This is the first one. But he has been quite busy in this game, Najari. Handful, and he helps out with the dribbling and ball handling of the team as well. Absolutely. Good defender, good perimeter defender.
Oh, the young Kernan trying to steal the ball there from none other than, looks like balls go up the court in transition, and Israel again chases down the ball, gets the ball. Kernan trying to be a nuisance, and Israel spins around and gets the ball on the bounce pass to D'Angelo. The ball will now be with the Tigers. Now the Rhinos are pushing the pace of the game. They're comfortable pushing the pace, but I'm waiting for the Tigers to fight back.
Yeah, and should they not, with the lead they have, should they not be thinking of clock management?
I don't think it's the time for that yet. As you see, it's 6 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock, and they could be using it to maximize, of course, use 24 seconds out of it, and it comes with a little bit more strategy so that you get good time management, you break down the clock to limit the amount of scoring opportunities your offensive player, but they're still in that attack mode. And
I don't think Israel knows much more than how to attack. That's his game.
But with time, what will happen is these players will understand that basketball has 2 speeds. And you can play fast at some point, and definitely should play slow. To psychologically defeat your opponents.
Because in general we don't see great half-court sets.
Yes.
I think they sometimes don't think of slowing down the game. They're always in transition mode and well done.
Big rebound there by Irish, who somehow gets that ball, and the ball gets into the hands of Joshua Winspear. Another steal there by Lindsay, who is not scared to put his hands in that passing lane. As you see, Israel getting the ball to Clark, who lines up for a three-pointer, and Destin pushes it down to Lindsay, who's going to try a shot.
Again, he heard those footsteps.
And trucking coming behind him. Very difficult situation to meet as he gets the ball stolen, and D'Angelo collects that ball, gets it to Israel. D'Angelo once again collects that ball, gets it back to Israel, who's going to go in the lane, float that shot. Israel gets his own rebound, and Kernan trying to get his hand ball in hand. There is none other than Israel. They scores 2-point conversion.
Beating the shot clock, and Israel is on fire right now.
Yes, it's 4 minutes, 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Joshua Winspear takes a shot comfortably in the lane. 2-point conversion. Here is none other than Lindsay, who kept stealing the ball, and the ball now goes back to the Rhinos. Here is D'Angelo, number 5, lining up a three-pointer, a little bit short. Clark collects the ball, gets it to the big man, who misses that ball, and he's swarmed by a few Tiger players. But
frustration there by Destin. I think it's a big man's game still.
It is a big man's game. 4 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, as Joshua Winspear dribbling around the defender, getting the ball now to Kernan, who is trying his best to get that ball, but there's a big man under the basket. Collects that rebound, gets it to Israel, and 2-point attempt as he misses. Israel gets his own offensive rebound and puts back the ball comfortably.
And we've seen the ballooning again, and it's with 3:44 left. The play of the Tigers getting more and more ragged.
Yes, definitely getting a little bit. Basketball is about runs.
Yeah. And again, you hardly see teams come back and win after going down by 20. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy to pull yourself back into the game, and when you think you've reached the top, you slide right back down, another mini run, and it's hard mentally to gear up for another big run and to get stops. It's only the most veteran teams with the most talented players have that ability to come back and claw back from a 20+ point deficit.
Absolutely, Kenton, I agree with you. I mean, coming back into this game after the second half, you were very exerted, quite a bit of energy jousting for position to see who would be leading. So as the runs are now being stretched in the third quarter, coming out of that halftime was very important for you to set the tone.
Yeah.
Defensively, what you expect to achieve here going forward.
Yeah.
Rhinos were able to execute that very well. As you see, Diego Benjamin accumulated almost 10 steals in that quarter. It cost him his opportunity to play in the fourth quarter with his aggression, but it gave his team enough comfort with his style of play, so that now they can just piggyback and hopefully smoothly transition into the fourth for a win.
Yeah, and right now the Rhinos are definitely in the ascendancy in this game. Good comfortable lead. I would love to see them now working on their clock management. Take the Tigers completely out of it and force them to play. So they have to play aggressively and hard the next 3 minutes and 41 seconds in order to try and win this game.
Yes, and the Tigers too, I must give them some credit, because even though they have been down and they have been playing without some key pieces, they have showed up here in the second half. It's not easy to come up from 20 now.
No, it's hard. It's
hard work. It's a lot of discipline, a lot of dedication. Here's Lindsay lining up for a three-pointer. Hits the back iron, and Israel is in transition. He's taking on 3 offensive players. He passes the ball back to Mr. Gray. Israel is going into the key, hits the side iron, And here's Irish collecting the ball, number 7. Ball pass stolen by Joshua Winsfield, who lines up for a 2-pointer.
I think the foot may have been on the line, and I think they're now trying to do a little press, and they have to, they'll have to, you know.
To the capable point guard, Mr. Israel, gets it to Turner, but Lindsay poked it away, poked it around the back and got the ball out of bounds.
It's a 14-point lead, if I'm saying right, here, with under 3 minutes to go, and Tigers now need quick baskets and stops.
Yes, Destin collects the rebound. Joshua Winsfield putting that ball back up. And here's Ward attacking Irish.
Traveling. He was trying to get that ball over to Israel, who was wide open there on the right wing. He would have all.
That's a tough call. When you have the ball and trying to get the ball out of your hand, and somebody is trying to shoot the ball out of your hand. It's a tough call.
Yeah.
Here's Joshua Winsfield for the Tigers. They're still trying to shoot before he gets the ball. Lindsay puts his hands on the rock, but there's a big man down there called Mr. Willard, and he's not scared as Destin dives on the side for the out of bounds.
He really was trying hard, but his toes clipped the line and all the bounds.
Here is Turner looking good. Unfortunately, can't get the conversion. And Lindsay getting a foul there on Turner. Yes, so the foul there will be on Turner. It will be a shooting foul because no, it's not. I thought they were in bonus. They're not in bonus
in this quarter. But I think they're doing a job here right now. Rhinos, they're still hustling, still playing, and making it terribly difficult for the Tigers.
So here we have Joshua Winsfield at the top of the key. Big 1-2 goes to the lane and he is fouled. This third, fourth quarter, sponsored by the Bank of Montserrat Limited, of course. And we're here to give you the ball-by-ball commentary. So Joshua Winsfield goes to the lane, a big 1-2. He trips up under the basket, gets fouled, and he gets a chance to have the ball once again on an offensive opportunity here. 2 minutes now, Kenton, 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in this, the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and barring any late game heroics, I think this game should be in the bag. I've seen things happen. I've seen stranger things happen. And here we see a turnover.
Yes, because young Irish under the basket move his feet, and you have to understand once the ball is under the basket and the player has stopped, the offensive player cannot move his feet. So here's number 7, Ward for the Tigers, getting it to Destin. Ward still fighting under the basket. He's not giving up on the play. And here's Israel in transition, being challenged by Lindsay.
Israel is a step ahead of them. I think Israel by far is the most complete in this game, player in this game.
And Lindsay trying to bring the ball up, tripping over Israel. Good sportsmanship there by the 2 young men, the 2 friends, long-time friends.
Yeah. As
we see Lindsay tripping over the legs of Israel. A foul they are awarded, and he now has a foul. They'll put him in the book. Inbound by Najari. Najari passes it to Joshua, who finds the 3-pointer there and converts. Score 82-71 as steal happens by Joshua Winsfield, and Big Ticket tries to block him. Joshua Winsfield smartly getting out of the way. Turner guarded by Ward in the open court, and here is Joshua stealing the ball. He's going to take on the big man. Gets it to none other than Lindsay.
Ward is playing big.
Ward comes to life, tries to make a shot, gets it. Willock collects that ball, gets it down to the hands of Israel, and Israel converts 2 points there. Willock playing very big with those rebounds this evening.
Just his presence in the key, you can see he's causing a a bit of depreciation for the Tigers. They don't want to have anything to do with Mr. Willa. And he really has stepped up in the absence of Diego. I think he would have been rested earlier if Diego was still in the game. But we see him taking a rest now, it seems. I think they're subbing in someone for Willa. But he's left his fingerprints all over this game.
Oh yes. And we've got some critical minutes here from Diego Benjamin and young Willa for the Rhinos. Well coached as well by young Brown. So the first free throw attempt was good.
I think it was an one. So just one free throw. He converted the
shot?
Yeah.
There we go. As in Joshua Wilspear in transition. Going, driving, getting the ball to Najari Lindsay, who was followed up by Ward.
Two big blocks.
Two big blocks here. 46 seconds left in the final quarter. Destin collected the rebound twice. Basket is good.
Still working hard. Still showing the aggression, Destin.
D'Angelo alone taking on 5 players, but somehow Destin gets the ball over to Lindsay. Lindsay gonna bring it through the lane, gets it to his brother, and that is what I like.
Yeah. 11-point game. And they're still playing hard. I love this. They're still playing hard.
Here's Clark getting the ball over the half. Here's Turner dribbling the ball in and then out. He's gonna chase that ball as Lindsay tries to swat it away. Destin puts the ball up the court to Lindsay. Here's Joshua Wilspear, who bounces in the lane to his teammates. And a little bit hard. And at the end of the fourth quarter, very, very well fought game. Never a dull moment between the Rhinos and the Tigers. The score, Kenton.
85-75, am I saying?
That's
10-point victory for the Rhinos over the Tigers. And it's also a game, in general, a very good game. It's in terms of excitement and runs and momentum swings. But I think the Rhinos was just a step above. That's the ahead of the Tigers.
Absolutely, and I agree with you. Came down to consistent work. First, the preparation was definitely increased in comparison to previous years.
Yeah.
But not just the preparation, execution in the game. And I commend the coaches that have prepared these teams. And of course, we could not come here without commending the entire sporting fraternity, the Mama crew, government of Montserrat, and of course our sponsors for the 2023-23 league, Bank of Montserrat Limited team.
Usually, we don't see these scores in junior games. 85-75 offensive score, and we're showing the right one.
Definitely can. So I'm going to say to you, the final of the night, and don't forget tomorrow, or the 13th of November, will be the championship game, and that should be coming to you right here, 6:37 o'clock on the BML Basketball League.